Hello, I'm Connie Klug, Klug, from Des Moines, Iowa. I work for AT&T as a business development manager focused on the sports and entertainment industry. I got involved in the mask project on March 21st after my niece, an emergency room doctor, called from San Antonio telling me they had no PPE at all, which was the case in many emergency rooms throughout the South and the East. We immediately sprang into action. We found a pattern online. We since then have modified it, and then we looked for the filters, which of course was a problem. We couldn't find the N95 fabric, but we struck gold when we found a hypoallergenic filter that had the same qualities as an N95 mask. We started production. And the party barn on our property became sort of a mask factory. So the Iowa Mask Brigade was started. We have now grown to 35 volunteers. We have made over 2,000 masks. We have distributed them in 26 states. And our focus are people who are on the front line, not just emergency room doctors and nurses, but it has grown to include many other people who are exposed to danger just doing their job.
We use a filter that is taken out of a house filter. It's ironed and cut so it'll fit within the mask. This particular filter will hold out up to 85% of small contaminants. We couldn't find enough of these, so we contacted the filter store and they provided us with a commercial product. The filter will hold out up to 95% of the contaminants. Now these filters fit inside the mask. So here's the mask. There's a pocket inside the mask for the filter. That filter can be removed, and the filter itself can be microwaved for 1 to 2 minutes to kill any contaminants, and the cloth mask itself can be washed to clean it up.
Sir. Connie was very interested in finding a way to make filters be the mask itself, because that would speed up the process, let us make essentially disposable masks. And I've been working on a little bit of that along with Ray, taking squares of filter material and pleating them so that they can be essentially turned into a mask with a wire in the top for the nose. And for elastic, we were a little short on that. And I had read somewhere that people were taking apart bungee cords to get out the elastic, so I harvested some bungee cord elastic, which works beautifully on the sides.
Hi, I'm Yvonne Holtz. I work at AT&T. Holtz is spelled Holtz. I'm an account manager in Des Moines, Iowa. I got involved with the Iowa Brigade mask volunteers because of my friend Connie Klug. It was a personal movement for me when we heard Renee, who is Connie's niece, talk about the real life experiences and what they were going through. I don't sew, but I can cut, I can iron, I can find out who's got the need, and that's why I did it. So my part of the role is to package these masks that are made with love from my fellow Iowans and delivered to people who are taking care of us.
So the lessons we've learned from this project that are many. You can overcome the obstacles, particularly supply obstacles that we faced at every turn. We couldn't find the filter fabric we were looking for, and we found it in the hypoallergenic air filters. We couldn't find elastic, and we found it by substituting elastic hair ties. We are using 2,500 elastic hair ties a week. We couldn't find the elastic that we needed for our new Iowa Light mask, and we're harvesting it out of bungee cords. We are approaching this not from the perspective of the obstacles that have been placed in our way, but how we can overcome those. I mean, we are Iowans, we are not helpless. And we have figured out how to reach out to the community that needs our services. The masks are free. We don't charge anything for them. We do accept donations, but certainly not required. The most important thing is to get the product in the hands of the people that need it. And I believe that how we approach this with sort of the problem-solving mentality that we had is directly related to what I've learned as an AT&T employee, that you do what it takes until the job is done.
How about the email?
The email address, if you want to reach out to us, you can reach us at iowamassbrigade@gmail.com.